Hey everyone, how is it going? This is your daily insight on life and love for February 6th, 2020. I've not screwed up the year once this year, and I'm very happy about that. I wasn't guided to kick this reading off with any particular deck, but, well, I'm being pulled to the Romance Angels, and let's see, camera fell by the way. We have chemistry, we have pay attention to the red flags, we have religious factors, and make the effort. So keeping this in mind that this is a general reading, you can take what resonates, let me know if it resonates. If something doesn't make sense, don't try and fit it into place. Either ask for clarification or either let it fall away. But in any sense, go ahead and check the description on how to book your own personal reading. Definitely say hello, let me know where you are in the world. I'm in upstate New York. And I think we're getting rain tonight. And it's February 6th. But it's also timeless, so if you're catching this from the future, let me know what brought you to the reading and let me know how it resonated. So, let's see. We have those 4 cards. I feel like there's 2 more in here. This is intuitive pull. So, there is no set number. Ooh. 2 came out immediately. Okay. I think we have chemistry, pay attention to the red flags, religious factors, make the effort, give your relationship a chance, and new love. Okay. I'm getting like 2 different storylines. First off, don't rush this. There is no rushing any of this right now. That's not going to screw anything up. It's going to put a lot of tension on the relationship when really you're supposed to be free-flowing and wonderful with it. But also another way to view this, which I feel like right now is more the case, is don't deny yourself a great relationship just because of what external sources are telling you, whether it's friends or family or even a horoscope or a particular reading. You know the way that something is vibing with you and what place that you are working from down in your heart. So this is saying that don't get hooked on a letter of a person's name because it doesn't match up with what somebody had told you. Allow yourself the opportunity to experience. Holding something against somebody because of external forces is not the way to navigate any relationship. You could be denying yourself something great. So put yourself out there. You are going through a spiritual awakening, as is this person who's coming in. This is a person who's very, very different from you. There might be a huge age gap. There might be completely different religious backgrounds. There could be different social classes, all of which are moot point. But this person is different than any person that you have ever dated, and they're extremely different than you. But it doesn't mean that they are negative. Allow yourself to experience this, put forth the effort. You're very drawn to them, and honestly, this could be something of great communication and new love. So give this relationship a chance. Don't close it off just because of what somebody had said before. You could, again, be denying yourself something amazing. Chemistry. You're being drawn to them like a magnet, and I think that that's absolutely wonderful. We have chemistry, new love. If you put aside, and, obviously, I'm not telling you to go with anyone who is volatile or all over the place like that. Something that is clearly not toxic. I want you to be mindful of that one. Never put yourself in a dangerous situation, knowingly, of course, because, life still happens. But there is a lot of undeniable magnetic pull between you guys where it breaks a lot of people's views and visions of what your interests are, what your relationship should look like. And I think that that's actually a very positive thing. You're breaking the mold. This is going to get you out of your comfort zone, which is going to lead to amazing growth for you. But if we are not looking at love for your particular reading, I want to see what else is coming out, but we're going to see what comes out in the cards. So we're going to be on love for a minute, then see what else comes about. So, see what's happening. Let's see. No. Wisdom of the Oracle. So Don't worry about the cards or how they come out or how they lay. It's how the story marries as a whole. And again, if it doesn't resonate, don't try to make it resonate. And also, if a reading ever freaks you out, I want you to figure out, first off, why are you freaked out by the reading? And if it feels just completely negative for you, oh my God, Spirit, really? No. Too many cards. We're reshuffling this pile. I'll leave out Treasure Island because it's the only one in that pile that is flipped over. Okay, TikTok Treasure Island. Are you kidding me? Okay. Chaos and conflict. You're being kind of closed off right now. You can't expect something or someone to show up more than what you are showing up. You don't need to be rescued in this one right now. You are dealing with, let's see, chaos and conflict, time constraints, and yeah, you're withholding a lot about yourself. You're trying to watch the actions of a person to see if they are genuine or if there's hidden meaning to what they're doing. Stop looking for all those little details. Stop trying to make this something that it's not. If there is a red flag that you are feeling, by all means, go ahead and check it out. But if something just feels too good to be true, you're not getting any red flags, I want you to figure out why you are doing this. Are you working from a place of love? Because I don't feel like that's particularly the case. You're working from a place of fear. Is this really what divine source and life has in store for you? This is kind of where you're coming from with this. And I feel like you've put so much on past relationships where this seemed like it was divine intervention. This person crossed your path. It was serendipity. It was meant to be. And then it all fell kaput. So now what you're experiencing, it seems like, okay, still having that vibe of serendipitous events, still has that feeling of meant to be, but this has happened before in the past. It's different, I get it, but this has happened before. I can't be hurt ever again. And so what am I going to do? I'm going to close off and I'm going to watch this from afar, not get invested in. I'm just going to see if this is going to hurt. Well, guess what? You doing that is going to be a very self-fulfilling prophecy. And you're going to end up hurting yourself in this one because what's coming to the table has zero intentions of hurting you. You have got to let bygones be bygones of the past. If you're not over it, then you can't even get into this relationship to experience it anyways, which is another form of self-sabotage by not dealing with your shit. Work from a place of unconditional love as you are healing your heart right now. And that's really what I see a lot of you doing. This is going to be a messy time for that. So with love approaching, again, I don't see it rushing away. If you're not ready for a relationship, that's perfectly okay. I mean, this partner that's coming in for a lot of you is going to be something where, you know, the type or the label of the connection doesn't even matter. But you can't punish them for something they didn't do. So again, heal your heart, work through your stuff to get to a place of unconditional. And truth be told, Treasure Island, this is going to be something that happens further down the river from you. This is all divine timing at play. It's time for you to shatter, purge all of these things. And I mean that in a very metaphysical sense. Don't make yourself throw up. Not going there, goofy. All right. What else do you want to tell the collective? And again, check your astrological points. I just finished posting the, all 12 zodiac signs. Check your sun, your moon, your rise, your Venus. So we got Y and Yin. All right, so this is talking about your pain, your hurt, your agony. Why were you exploited? Why were you hurt? Why did you overextend? Okay, this is the analyzer, the Virgonian coming out right now. Serendipity came out again in reverse. It seems so meant to be. Why isn't it meant to be now? And actually, you might be experiencing this through reoccurring exes that are coming back into your life, or reoccurring situations that are resonant with the past, where you are thinking of the duplicity of it, the coulda, woulda, shouldas. why it's coming up right now is because you are getting closure. You have to tie off these loose ends. You have to have zero doubt in your mind of the coulda, woulda, shouldas. If you're with somebody and you're dealing with duplicity, then you are going to not be fully invested in this relationship, because there'll always be that backdrop of, well, what if? You know, what if they message me? What if they come to my door right now and they pour their heart out? Would it be, you know, meant to be then? No. You're getting closure from a lot of your exes right now, either through dream state or reconnecting on social platforms or running into them. And you have this memory of how they are in your head or how they were, and you're thinking that this is going to be how they are now, or if it left on the bad note, you're wondering if they've changed. So you're getting this view on who they are and where they are in life, so you can pull that closure and not have any sort of doubt in your mind that you did the right thing in walking away, which is, again, making place for this new relationship that is coming in. It's kind of agonizing, but this is you being in the between worlds, not seeing your landing point yet, and working through your emotional purgatory. And again, learning what it means to work from a place of unconditional love. So this is what, again, is coming up for love. You're getting closure. You're getting the opportunity to move on, and it's grueling work. I mean, can't your heart just have a break? And look, regeneration, stop resisting. It's a futile attempt. All right, Spirit, where are we going to next with the collective? It seems like heart is in the matter of it. And now, since, you know, I'm recording, my nose is running. What is your problem? All right, Spirit. I'm actually getting to go to ask your guides first. All right, what do you want to tell the collective, Home Slice? Ask your guides from Sonia Chiquette. You know, I was sitting thinking earlier in my living room. I was scrolling through all these things that I had interest in over the last 2.5, 3 years even. And I realized in that moment that the things that had seemed so interesting and so worthwhile to me, like 2.5, 3 years ago, I don't give a flying frick about now. Like, none of it matters. None of it's nearly as enticing. None of it has the same meaning. It seems kind of like... seems like some of those people who seem so invested in it, it seemed like an act. And to see that and detach from that and getting closure on that was actually very moving, because it left no doubt in my mind the experience of, you know, just absolutely everything, but it gave me a new direction in where my life is going. And I'm wondering how many of you are experiencing something on a similar level. Like, what is changing in your world from where and who you used to be to where you are now and where you want things to go? Like, what is happening? I mean, I'm a spiritual person, and I definitely feel connected to spirit, to God, to, you know, whatever you want to call it. But some of the characters that have come into play throughout that entire road, it seems like lip service. All right, so we have boredom, we have loss, we have compromise. Do not compromise your integrity just because you have a sense of lack, because there's no excitement in the moment, because you want the world to get quiet, you want a routine. Don't compromise your integrity on it. Come on, I know that there's another one. Okay, victory. If you hang on and get through this and work through your stuff, first, yeah, if you work through this and work through this sense of lack and why it's there and why you feel a need for such drama in your life because it's so well placed, if you push through that without compromising your growth and your integrity, you are going to reach a victory. And let's see. This is going to be like the shadows and the spirit of the forest and things that you are walking away from, taking the mask off everything, playing your own tune, your own harp, and getting into the dance and the spirit of life in your particular world. This is very freeing And it's actually, even though it's a victory, there is a sign and a feeling of utter loss. Like it feels like something has died, and it feels like something very real and tangible has been ripped from your world. And I get it completely. You spent so much, you know, just trying to create this sense of safety, this sense of comfort. And for what? Well, it wasn't going to stay this forever. And again, things are meant to be, but sometimes it's not meant to be forever, which is what a lot of you are going to be experiencing with this feeling of pause, this feeling of being in emotional purgatory. But be very true, be very transparent on your change, on what your actual current life path is, what direction you're going in, because there's going to be pivots down the road, sure, but you have to experience this. So this discontent, this feeling of an emotional or spiritual death is going to be very real and coming to the table. But what I love is that the victory is you not succumbing to any sort of complacency and discontent, getting stuck in a routine just because it's well-versed, but it's not that for you, and letting the past die away. You can take its memories, you can take everything like that with you, but you can't take those people, those situations, those ideologies. It's not productive for you anymore. And that you have to be okay with that, because all it is an anchor holding you in place when you are meant to go further down the river. And you have greater shores that are actually waiting for you. So breathe and trust the process in this. Let's see. I'm getting pulled to the Golden Tarot, and this was actually gifted to me from my friend Danny. He is Northern Comfort Tarot. And, ooh, I haven't talked to him in a while. I miss my Danny. He's one of the coolest guys on the planet. Definitely soul brother. Don't be afraid of the cards that come out in this or how they lay. It's how your story marries as a whole. And I know I say that, but I only really say that if I have, you know, the archetype cards I'm being pulled to, because, well, it calls people, well, people think that it's like calling you a prostitute or a beggar or those things, and it's not. It's the, just the title of the archetype. And also, if there's a reversal, sometimes the reversals work better in reverse rather than the upright version. So let's see, we have nothing but reversals with this, and we have the Knight of Wands. Okay. And then we have the Moon. This is talking about all your closure to all these people and situations. You have the Seven of Wands in reverse. You have the Ten of Swords in reverse. And then you have the Eight of Cups in reverse. And then you have the Knight of Wands upright. And then you have the Moon upright. So everyone is coming to you. They are resurfacing in your life, either through you're actually bumping into them, or you'll be contacted through social platforms, or, you know, it's, you know, you might be having dreams of them in a dreamlike state. But what's happening with this is there is no more fighting. You're not willing to fight for these connections anymore. You're not willing and ready to fight for these burdens and these people and their place in your life. I mean, it's not something that you have in you to endure anymore. So you see every sword and every pain dropping. You're not going to let people to take advantage or take up space in your world anymore. You have to learn when to cut the cord and pull the cord and do cord pulling on all these connections. And you have to learn how to stay put and not run away from it. This isn't about you running away. I don't see you running away from anything right now. You're facing all your shit. You're letting people show up as they are, seeing them completely as they are. And the thing is, all these people have these amazing masks and amazing memories of how things used to be, how they're supposed to be, and how this is supposed to look moving forward. But as they stay around you, because you are a very big triggering person, their shadow self comes to the surface very quickly. So you're going to see whatever their triggers are. You're going to see a lot of their shadow work, which is something that they're going to look to project on you. But I don't see you taking the bait on any of it. And I do see that this is going to be very magical, and this is going to be something where you get to speak your authentic and raw and even at times hurtful truth towards these connections and people. You see exactly who they are and everything that they are trying to hide, and it's something that they hold so dear that you are either not going to hold it against them or that they can pull one over on you. And I don't feel like this is malicious. This is sheer codependency and trying to keep you down where they are, and you are really learning how to move on, to fly above the clouds, and you are ascending as a vibrational spirit, you know, going through this metamorphosis, this evolution of self. So I don't see you running. I see you cutting, pulling, and releasing all of these cords to toxic people and situations. There's no running. You're standing in your power, and I think that that's actually very impressive, especially with how deeply connected these people were in memory and in actuality in your life. So I'm going to finish this reading off with Archangel Raphael healing. And again, let me know if this resonates. Let me know if you need clarification. Let me know if you want to book your own personal reading. But definitely say hello and let me know where you are in the world. Again, I'm in upstate New York. In this reading, it actually feels pretty powerful, with you being that force and people flocking to you, but then just being completely cut away because, you know, their time is up in your world and you don't have time for that bullshit. But, okay, let's see. Let's see. And again, shout out to every single one of you who have been taking advantage of the Valentine's Day special. If you have any questions about it, definitely reach out. I have all the answers for you because, well, I'm the CEO of my own little company, Raising Sevak. It's a thing. All right, so what do you want the collective to know about what they are healing with Archangel Raphael? We have 2 cards. I feel like there's at least one more, so let's see. We have massage. So please help me know that I deserve to receive massages and other self-care treatments. You need to treat yourself, put yourself on that pedestal. You need to eat the food you want to eat and drink the drinks you want to drink and be around things that you want to be around. It is called self-care. It's very specific to you. And I'm not urging anyone to get completely plastered or indulge in any sort of illegal activities. Do not go there. That's clearly not what I'm talking about. Okay, we got a few, you guys. Fresh air, so you're getting grounding work done. So breathe in easier in all ways. Guide me to the best healthcare professionals for this situation. Thank you for cleansing my body and mind and life so I can happily and healthfully live free of chemicals. And that goes again with codependency situations, lots of processed foods and lots of chemical absorption or osmosis, or just surrounding yourself in toxic energies and situations. Give us your cares and worries. I know that you're afraid of losing so many people, but you cannot remain attached specifically on that reason. So I am willing to release any fears to you. You're not going to be alone. You're not going to be abandoned. You are simply figuring yourself out, your life out. And the right people are flocking to you once you get rid of all these duplicit thoughts. Allow me to completely let go so you can fully guide me in this situation. Please help me detach, retreat, and go into and let go so healing can occur. That's massive for you. And then Archangel Raphael, thank you for hearing and answering my prayer of whatever your situation happens to be. You asked for help. You've been praying on this. You've been watching life unfold. And you know what? These signs and synchronicities and everything is going to be your answer. So put it out there and let go. Get ready to receive and get ready to practice the art of unattachment, the art of detachment, and let yourself go exactly where you are meant to go. And don't hold on to people or situations, because the right people will go with you. The right situations will come up, and you have to trust the process in this and trust Source and yourself. So I hope that this reading made sense. I will see you guys tomorrow for the Friday reading. And again, until next time, stay safe, have fun, and I love you all very, very much. Thank you again for showing up, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.